Oblong.
I'm going to do some AI assisted coding on the Adventure engine. Today I'm going to be adding a crafting system to the game. So I'll let you follow along and I'll walk you through how I do that. First off, I prepared some things in advance. I have my prototypes. I took some screenshots and then went in Photoshop and mocked up kind of what I want everything to do. I also prepared some prompts over here, so it should be pretty quick and painless. So let's start with the intro. We're going to create the crafting system in our game. I'm going to grab that, put it over here. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, it's going to ask some questions that basically stuff that I've already covered. Now it's going to jump off and go without me. So I'm going to stop it. So I'm going to let it know, go step by step, wait for my prompts. Okay. So the first one, I'm going to show it, I'm going to do the crafting editor. Let's take a screenshot of what I got here. Paste it there. Just create the crafting editor. So basically what it says, attached prototype for the crafting editor and its functionality. System uses all pre-made items as components. So the browse button brings up a list of all items for the user to select. Basically, I'm just giving it some pretty specific examples or descriptions of what everything in the prototype that I made does. So I'll set it over there. It's probably going to get to work. I'm going to actually switch this to Claude 4.5. Creating a new crafting recipe type. You can see what I have here. Basically, these are all existing items that I have in the game. So I'll just choose an existing item that's going to either be a potion or jewelry. And then from here, I pick other items that I have set up as different crafting components and the amount that will be required for each recipe. Very simple. It's still working on that, so it might be a minute. Jump over the game. I'll show you my item editor. So when I create a new item, here's something I just mystic mushroom. Basically, I can pick the sprite for it, set a description, crafting material, I give it a value, stackable. It's 18, let's make that 20. Save it off. So that's my item editor. And so I'll be choosing which item is going to be in the recipe to create the final item, if all goes well. I'm not sure where it's going to put the crafting editor button. I'm not seeing it like it. Ah, there it is. Boom. Okay. Crafting editor complete. What I've built. Crafting recipe types. Key features. Okay, well, let's take a look. Here it is, my crafting editor. I have no known recipes yet. Let's see if I can make something new. Here's all of my, goes right and brings up all my items that I've already created. I want to make a minor health potion, required materials. I want one spider egg, 1 mystic mushroom and 5 gold. Create a recipe. Fill in the recipe name. Okay, I'll just take a screenshot of this. That seems like a bug. We have an output item. So I let it know it's telling me to add a name and output item, even though there's one in there. I attached a screenshot of it. I chose it via the browser. I didn't manually enter it. Maybe that's the problem. So it's my guess as to what maybe the problem is. I chose this with the browser button instead of typing in what it is there. So maybe that was the problem. Let's see what it says. Let's take a look. You're right, I see the issue. Anything that you say to this, it'll say, you're right, you are the smartest person I've ever worked with. It actually gets kind of annoying. And when it says I see the issue, it usually just repeats what you do. But it's working. Now the recipe and log is set up. Okay. So it's working. Boom, there it is. We got a minor health potion. Iterate, missing mushroom, and 5 gold. So there, my crafting editor is working. It looks like I've got my first crafting recipe. So we'll close that. Next on the list, this is going to be the in-game screen. So this is what shows up when you tap on the crafting table once we get it working. This is just a basic, very simple drag and drop. You drag these items up to the different slots. If you want to just try to guess a recipe, hit craft and roll the dice and see what you got. And once you learn the recipe, it comes over to the left side here. I have a couple instructions in here that I've added for you to take a look at. So I took a screenshot of that. Paste that screenshot in here. Go back here. I have my prompt ready to go. Right here. Paste that. This is fairly detailed. It just talks about the prototype. Take a look at it. Let's see if it works. Fire it off. Now let's create the in-game crafting panel. Start by updating the to-do list. So it always builds a to-do list, which is nice. I like that in Claude 4.5. Well, it looks like it didn't save my recipe, so that could be a problem. Make sure it saves the I created all these different recipes earlier in ChatGPT. With its help. Close that. And it's gone. Okay. So they're not saved. I should have debugged that before moving on, but we've moved on. It looks like the in-game crafting panel is complete. We can't look at that until we hook it up anyway. Well, once we hook it up to a fixture now, so I'm going to do that first. I have a prompt for that. Here's a prompt. I have talks about putting this in the edit fixture area. I'm going to have it add a craft to my fixture action. So when I set up the craft table as a fixture, and then when I tap it, craft will be the action. So I'm going to attach that. Fire that off. Perfect. Let me get the craft action with fixture system. So it's got a to-do list, got a craft action type and fixture types, craft button to the fixture editor, and the craft action the fixture is interactive with. That sounds exactly right. This is a trophy case that I added recently. throughout the game, you'll collect different trophies. And once you get a trophy, you bring it back to your room of personal glory. Tap on the case. Ta-da! Your trophies. Create my next prompt. Just get ahead of it. Recipes that are created and crafted aren't saving. So other things will work in the editor, like items, to see how to properly save. It's always handy, or at least I find it to be, if you have something working in the game and you have similar functionality, always show that as a reference. So you can go take a look at something that's gotten right in the past and just copy it. Something as simple as saving something in the editor. Since I can create items in the editor and save them, should be pretty much the same process for creating a recipe and saving. Okay, it claims that the crafting system is complete. All 3 steps are done. Crafting editor is in-game crafting panel, fixture integration, action handler. Okay, now I need to set it up. Players interact with the fixture in game. The crafting panel opens. Okay, I'll set that up. Let me. I'm going to let it know that the recipes aren't saving, so it can work on that while I get to work on this. So in my editor, I hit edit my crafting table fixture, add an action. There it is, craft. Boom. Okay, so my changes. Close this. Now I should be able to tap on this and bring the crafting. Does not work. Come back and see what the problem is. It says craft. That looks like it works. It is crafting panel. All set up correctly. The functionality is not working. Okay, you're right. Crafting panel doesn't connect to the storage recipes. Okay, so it should have the recipe saving fixed. Crafting recipe persistence fixed. Doesn't persist. Craftable fixture is set to craft. It's not working now. Tapping on it in game does nothing. Cursor just changes, it appears tappable. We haven't had no setup. Okay. Okay, while it's working on that, we'll set up this recipe again. Make a minor health potion recipe. That's made with spider egg and mystic mushroom. 5 gold. Complete recipe. Close. Close it again. There it is. Boom. Okay. So it's got the recipe saved. Just do a refresh just to check. Okay, we got the recipe saved. It's working. Let me add some of these items to my inventory. I need spider silk. Stack numbers aren't quite working correctly, but there they are. Okay, it says everything is complete. Let's try it out. Boom. Crafting table now brings up the crafting system. There's the items that I have in my inventory. Drag system is in place. So what this needs to be is I want to drag these up to here like we have in the inventory. Inventory, I can drag items on my guide and they stay there. If they're equipment. So I want the same thing to do in crafting, so I'm going to let it know that. Take a picture of this just to reference. It worked. Okay, I said it works on the crafting screen. I want to be able to drag the items from the bottom area into the crafting slots above. We have this functionality working with inventory in the inventory panel. I can drag equipment items to my character paper doll. That's talking about how I can grab an item in the inventory and slide it over if it's equipment to a slot. I'd like to copy that functionality and get it working for the crafting items on the craft screen. If they know what I'm talking about. Oh, usage limits. Okay, we can go back to auto for this. The last step for this will be getting it to be able to guess recipes. I'll have to make a couple other recipes. Oops. Okay, another thing is that the known recipes here, it's just going to give any recipe I create in the editor is going to be a known recipe, I think. So I need to instruct it on learning recipes within the game. So that's something I'll probably do offline here. But that's the next step for this. And so the crafting in-game will start out blank, and as you learn recipes, it'll fill here. Now maybe I can do that while we're online here. How it works. It says it's working. Okay. Just go refresh just in case. Crafting table. No. Not even the close button works. Okay. Pause it, letting it know that I can see the panel just fine, so I want to make sure that it doesn't start going down the wrong path, which it will do fairly frequently, actually. Well, you just got to keep an eye on it. Perfect, it says. Everything is perfect. This is fully interactive now. It doesn't look right since the close button isn't working. Stop it. Just copy any panel from the app bar. It'll do a lot of guesswork and things like that, so sometimes you just have to point it in the right direction. This crafting panel should, in theory, work the same as close works. Should work the same as any of these navbar buttons. It's just another panel. It's just a different way to access it. So I told it to copy that. Since it's working, can I drag? I can drag. Look at that. Boom. Boom. Crafted. Not enough gold. I have a ton of gold. Oh, I was probably looking for me to put gold in here. Okay. Please continue. Just letting you know that it was working. Here's the file it's creating in case you wanted to take a look. This is my new crafting panel file. Okay, crafting panel fully functional, it says. It's close. Let me talk about the gold. It's saying that I don't have the gold. I think it's expecting gold in one of the component slots. Gold should always be pulled from the player's gold stash right here, so it's treated differently than any other components. I'm absolutely right once again. So what I'm saying, it's probably expecting, since it wants the gold, it's probably expecting gold in one of these slots. But that's not how it should work. It should pull from right here. I have a lot of gold. Just logic was correct. Okay, it says it should be fixed. Let's try it again. 1, 2. Crap, not enough gold. 5 gold. Make sure it's not just a thing with my gold being too high. Sometimes that big 999 number can throw things off. Let's see what happens if I just do that. Oh! I just ate my thing. Okay, I'll have to fix that. Give myself another spider egg because I burned it. Crafted. I successfully crafted, so it was a gold issue. Okay. I took my gold. Do I have one? I do. I have a potion now. Alright, that was cool. So that's a successful crafting system. We've successfully crafted our first item. And now I want to go in and fix how it eats it. Let it choose its own message. So the pop-up unknown recipe proceed for 10 gold. That doesn't give the player a confirmation option. There should be yes, no buttons to confirm. Let's add that. Okay, so I'm going to make it so that the player needs to craft an item at least one time for it to show up in their known recipes. So for now, that will make the known recipes work for our purposes. Later, I'm going to add, like, you can find a recipe on the ground, and once you find that, it's automatically added to your list, or even in quests. At the end of a quest, they might give you, hey, here's a recipe for you. So we'll give the player lots of recipes, but we'll also let them just fool around with the items and try to discover some things on their own. So to test this, I'm going to create a new recipe. So make this minor mana potion. Minor mana potion. And we'll also use a spider egg as well as moss spores. Just the wrong time, so we're going to do that again. Okay, sorry. I should probably wait for it to finish. Nope, it's done. Okay, let's see if it works. First, we'll create a new recipe. Potion. Spider egg. Got it. Now, we go back to in-game. Click on this. No recipes available yet. Let me add some items here. A couple of those. Okay. Alright, so let's try. Now this should say unknown recipe. I don't know if it should ever have to do that. Actually not enough gold to get. I'm gonna let it know. So I'm basically explaining what I need here, and they are what we're trying to achieve here, and I added a flow. I think a flow is really important because I can tell the AI step by step what I want to happen. When I do this action, here's step by step exactly what I want to happen after that. It usually seems to be pretty intuitive for AI. It understands what I want, what the results are, and what caused those results. And once again, I'm absolutely right. Okay, let's see. It says it works perfectly. It always says that. Close this back up. Refresh. It's safe. This and this. Oh, it's going to say I don't have any gold. Unknown recipe. Okay. Combination materials doesn't match any known recipe. You can attempt to craft it anyway for 10 gold. Yes, attempt. Not enough gold. Alright, so let's open the console. We'll clear it out. Yes, attempt. Successfully crafted it. Ooh, okay. So it took my items, added to the known recipes. Some arrow over here. We'll check what that is. And I got a health potion. New health potion. So that seems to work. Do I still have the... Let's try that. I need another spider egg. Add that to my inventory. Unknown recipe. This attempt. Boom! You discovered it. And there it is, added to my known recipes. And that, my friends, is a fully functional crafting system. I can now easily add plenty of recipes with whatever items I create and add them, put them in the game on the fly. So I think that's about it for this one. Thanks for watching.